late 2023 blockbuster film Barbie has ensnared both lovers and haters of the franchise. As Greta Gerwig features heavily progressive ideologies, it's important to recognise where it succeeded as a feminist film with the goal of challenging contemporary society, but also where it fell short of this. Before that, we have to discuss the primary themes of the film, those being the female identity and body image. Gloria's character, played by America Ferrera, has a specific scene late in the movie where she complains about the struggles of being a woman in a male-dominated world. The scene is used to show that Gloria has the guts to speak her truth, furthering her character development. This use of acting provides the audience with an immediate understanding of the situations that women like Gloria struggle with across the globe. Her identity is so complicated she struggles to handle it all, directly telling the audience how she feels. Jumping back to the start of the film, Gerwig uses mise-en-scène to craft the opening sequence. It entails a group of Barbies being showcased, all wearing costumes that look like different work outfits that have been seen on Barbies throughout the years. The Barbies are shown alongside children dressed up like Barbie dolls that we see props of alongside them. The scene has many layers of meaning. Firstly, the kids dressing up is symbolic of how Barbie is supposed to inspire young girls to want to be more like them. But it also represents the idea of impossible standard. Body dysmorphia is the mental disorder involving an obsession over minor or even imaginary flaws in one's appearance, ranging from slightly overweight people believing themselves to be obese to bodybuilders who see themselves as far thinner than they are. Needless to say, it affects hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people globally. And the Barbie doll is a cause for many individuals who experience it. Barbie doll poses unrealistic and unobtainable standards for young girls who wish to be like their toys. For some, this is nothing more than a sad truth, but for others, it becomes the catalyst for mental disorders. It's super easy to misinterpret this opening sequence, as it almost seems that the film encourages this idolizing of the toy. And to some audiences, it possibly did, but context is important. Acting is used as the film acknowledges this later on with Barbie's first meeting with Sasha going awry. With Barbie learning the truth of what she represents, she's devastated by it. Different audiences will have different opinions on it. It's possible that this was just a choice by Mattel to fix the poor image that the Barbie doll has. But there is a small chance that this could be what Barbie was always intended for. Before moving on, it's important to properly define what feminism actually means. According to Oxford Languages, feminism is the advocacy of women's rights on the basis of the equality of the sexes. Feminism doesn't mean better rights for women, but equal rights between men and women, something that's often forgotten about in online discussion. This definition is good, but it's not perfect. Feminism is a bit more of an umbrella term for all the different types of feminism. If we look closer, we can see that there's a few main stages to feminism, called waves. First wave feminism involved women's rights for voting, and for the most part has been achieved. Second wave feminism focuses on legal, economic, social and reproductive rights for women. And while most agree on these rights, not everyone does, and the feminist movement still fights for this to this day. Third wave feminism is slightly less targeted towards women. The keywords to remember when discussing this is intersectionality and gender. This involves the way groups that interact with each other, and how gender/sexuality is not as strictly defined as they once were. While doing my research, I discovered that there's another area of feminism that came about in the last decade or so. Fourth wave feminism. It focuses on the issues of sexual harassment and body shaming. This is where Barbie's take, or better yet, Gerwig's take on the feminist movement falters, as the way it challenges society is flawed. It adopts the ideologies of first, second, and even fourth wave feminism to a degree, but completely ignores the ideas presented by third wave feminism. Not once is intersectionality discussed. It's not to say that the film is bad at discussing feminism, however, its nature as a PG-rated comedy film only allows it to delve into the surface level of the issues presented by modern society. Thank you for listening to my video essay on Barbie and the key themes that it presents as a feminist film. I hope this analysis allows you to walk away with a new perspective on the film.